Hey guys, Mrs. Lengyel here. Today I'm referring to the layers handout in your packet. It's the picture with the space composite on it. So if you can turn to the page that says layers, and you will see a picture of a little spaceman. So we're going to start off with doing a file new 8 by 10 inches. I just want to draw your attention to the fact that you're always going to want to do inches, not pixels or centimeters. Some kids opened up their projects yesterday and did a file new 8 by 10 and it was teeny tiny. That's because they chose pixels, but we want to make sure that you choose inches. And we want to make sure that our color profile is RGB, and then we hit create. Okay, so here's our background. And one of the things it says at the top of the notes is to make sure that you have your layers palette. And if you lose your layers palette, you can go up to window and choose layers, and there it is. You can also turn off the check mark for all the other palettes if you have too many palettes up. All we really want to make sure that we have at this point is layers, application frame, options, tools, and of course your untitled page that you're working on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a Command O to open. And you're going to go into your Photoshop photos, and there is a file, there's a folder called Space Composite, and the first one that you are going to want to choose is Deep Space. And we will do a Command A to select all, Command C to copy, Command W to close your window, Command V as in Victor to paste it in. Again, we want to do a Command T to transform, and just make it bigger so it fills your screen. And always remember at the top of your screen to make sure that you lock the aspect ratio so it's the same by width and height. And then we hit check mark. And again, Command 0 to get it to be on your screen so you can see the whole thing. Then we're going to do again a Command O to open. And I am going to choose the moon, the full moon file. As I open that, I look at this and I realize that I want to just select the moon, but the easiest thing to do is to select the background with my magic wand and then select the inverse. So I'm going to come over here 1, 2, 3, 4 down on my toolbar. The magic wand is here. Some of you guys may open it up and it's not on magic wand. You want to make sure you hold down your mouse and then scroll down to grab your magic wand. And then we come over to the black and we click on the blackness. And as you can see right now, all I'm selecting is the black. So I want to select the inverse, which means I need to do Shift Command I. Now I have the moon, and now I can do Command C to copy, Command W to close my window, Command V as in Victor to paste it in. As you can see, it's giant, so I'm going to do a Command T to transform and make it smaller. I can either grab it from the corner and bring it in, or again, I can go up to the top of my toolbar. Perhaps I would type in 50%, height and width, check mark, awesome. Then I do again a Command O to open. I'm going to choose my astronaut and open my astronaut. For this, again, I think I want to use the magic wand and select the inverse. So I make sure that I'm on the magic wand, which is right here. I click on the background. I'm going to hold down my Shift key to add to the selection, and then I'm just going to keep clicking and clicking and clicking while holding down the Shift key until I get all the marching ants. Click, 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 lots of clicks. Sometimes if you feel like you're doing too many clicks, you can go up to the top and change your tolerance. I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to get all these little marching ants. And again, I've just selected the background. I want to select the inverse. So Shift Command I. Now I have the spaceman. Command C to copy, Command W to close my window, Command V to paste it in. There's my little spaceman. And I can Command T him. Maybe I want to rotate him or make him smaller. But let me show you about the tolerance. So again, Command O to open. I'm going to grab that astronaut again. This time, when I choose my magic wand, I'm going to come up here to tolerance, and I'm going to make my tolerance more. Like, let's try 70, just so you can see what that's about. And if I click, you can see it's going to pick more of what it thinks. But then when I come down here, it picks too many pixels. So I'm not loving that tolerance of that. I'm going to do Command D to deselect. We'll try 40. Click on the background, hold down my Shift key. That seems to select things a lot quicker. And so maybe perhaps I want to up my tolerance for this selection to make it go faster. But now look, it's grabbing that leg. I'm not loving that. So I'm going to Command D to deselect and most likely stick with that lower tolerance of 13. And as you can see, this one's a little less fussy, but it also requires me holding down Shift and doing a lot more selections. Awesome. So I have my astronaut, I have my moon. Last but not least, I'm going to do a Command O to open to grab my space shuttle. Command 0 to get it to fill my screen. I grab my magic wand over here on the side. I hit that black background. I hold down my Shift key to add to the selection and to add to the selection. And again, Shift Command I to select the inverse, Command C to copy, Command W to close my window, Command V to paste it in. I'll move him down here. He's tiny, so I'm going to do a Command T to transform. I'll stretch and pull it from the corners, but I'm also going to double check and make sure my aspect ratio is locked. And I'll move that over here. Maybe I'll put my spaceman at the top of the pile and put him over here or over here, whatever you want. And then again, once I'm done doing this, if you look at your layers handout right in front of you, in the bottom right hand corner, it says merge visible to merge 2 or more layers together that do not need to be separated any longer. I want you to get out your pen and you can literally write down Shift Command E. Shift Command E is going to merge your visible layers. And then we could do a file, save as. You're going to save it as Space Composite. You're going to give it your name because everybody's is going to have the same name. So give it your name. Save it to your desktop for a moment in time. You're going to submit this to Schoology. So the format is going to be JPEG, JPEG. Save. Okay. Awesome. And now it's on the desktop and you can drag it into your Google Drive and then you can upload it to Schoology. So I can give you a classwork grade for that. If you need help, let me know. That's the Space Composite on the layers handout. Thanks.